YouTube family and friends. Just thought I would take you along with me this morning. It's a beautiful morning here where we live. It's cold, it's chilly, but we're thankful to be alive. And had a few errands I needed to run this morning, so wanted to bring you all along with me. Pray that you're having a blessed day today. Pray that you will have a remaining blessed day as well. And just wanted to encourage someone today who may be feeling like they're in a situation where they don't see any hope, or they don't see any how it's going to work out. God is faithful. He's faithful when we are faithless. And so all we have to do is put all of our trust in Him, and He will do just what He said He would do. And if you ever have doubts about what the Lord would do in your life, just open the Bible and you will be reassured of everything that He has told us. So I just want to encourage someone, whatever you're going through, if you feel like you don't have money to pay your bills, or if you've received a bad medical report, whatever it is, just give it all over to God, completely and total surrender to Him, and He will take care of it. And you know, a lot of times I'm finding out that, of course, I should have long since found this out. We can't hurry God. So we just have to go. We have to go through the process. We have to trust the process and trust Him most of all, and know that His ways are not our ways, and His timing is sure not our timing. And we can just rejoice in that, because you know, as I think back over my life, I'm 49 years old. There were some times where I'm glad that my timing, His timing wasn't my timing, because I would have been all messed up. So His timing is perfect. You know, He has already gone before us and made ways out of no ways. And, you know, those doors that have been closed, He's opening them. Well, they may have already been opened. And so we just have to trust Him and completely surrender. God looks at our heart. He knows our thoughts. He knows, you know, what we're going to think about before we even think about it. He knows what we're going to do before we even do it. So we just have to trust Him and believe in His word to be true. You know, we can't, I always think back about how we trust when we go to an amusement park, or, you know, like we go to a festival or just anywhere. I mainly think about where we used to live in the South. We had amusement park. We had an amusement park there, and so of course it was seasonal. It was only open certain times of the year. But I think back about how we as humans, we're so willing to put all of our trust in a ride. You know, in a Ferris wheel, in a, you know, amusement park ride. You know, we're not thinking about, is it safe? You know, how safe is it? You know, is anything going to happen to it? And that's not bringing in worry. But what I'm saying is that, you know, we're so confident and so trusting that this ride is going to fulfill us, and it's going to, you know, really amuse us, and, you know, we're just safe, you know. And so I think back on that. That brings me back to the good Lord. You know, just like we put all of our trust in Him, in the ride, we need to be placing that same trust in Him. And so, you know, He created those things to make those rides. So we have to be mindful of that. And, you know, I don't know why I always think back on that, and I'm like, wow, you know, we put a lot of trust in man-made things. And, you know, God is sovereign. You know, He sits high and He looks low, and He sees everything we're doing. And why can't we trust Him totally? Not just a little bit. We need to trust Him totally. So I'm learning that as well at 49 years old, that, you know, trusting Him is trusting Him fully, completely, not just a little bit, not just for the things that I feel comfortable with this, but with everything. And so I'm thankful. The Lord has really put me in a place now in my life where I have no other choice but to totally surrender to Him for everything, and I used to think back on how some of the people in my life used to say, they say, I pray about everything. I pray about a car that I'm getting ready to purchase. I pray about, my house that I'm getting ready to buy. And I said, wow. And so I think, I'm just going to be honest, a lot of those things, I'm thinking, well, okay, I pray about it, but I'm not totally asking the Lord is this what He wants for me? And so we have to get to a place where we want what He wants for us. We want what He wants for us, and that's surrendering too. Because a lot of times we can think that the things that we want are good or what's best, but they're really not. So we have to get to that place where we are totally dependent upon Him to, see us through a situation and to help us make the decision, because, later on down the line, we can say, well, that wasn't a good idea. So which means that we did not totally surrender it to God, and we did not ask for Him to show us if that was what we needed at that particular time in our life. So we have to come to that place where we are okay, or we surrender to Him, not okay, but we surrender to Him. And if we say that we're His children, that's just it. He's our Father in heaven, and what do you do to a father? You seek His approval. You seek His approval, and you seek His ways. So, that's just what I wanted to bring, that word of encouragement to someone, or share it with someone, because it's so important in this day and time that we are doing what God has for us to do. A lot of times we ponder and we wonder about things, and sometimes that's God saying we shouldn't do those things. If we have to think a lot on things, that means that we probably shouldn't be doing them. So we have to be mindful of that. The enemy will come in, and he'll I have been in times past, I'll be about to make a decision or something, and then the enemy will come in, or I'll be praying about it, and then the enemy will send somebody or send something in my mind where that will cause me to be all over the place. I'll be like, well, I don't know if I should do this or not. Well, I haven't totally surrendered to the Lord if I'm not sure. And God will let us know. And I always use this as as a gauge for me knowing whether or not it's truly from God. I'll say anything that God wants for me to do, it's going to be peaceful, and it's not going to be any confusion in it. So when those two things are involved, peace and it's in order and there's no confusion, then that means that's definitely a yes. But again, we still must seek Him, seek His ways, and make sure that we are truly following Him in everything that we do. Because I often think about this too. Somebody's always watching us. More than we know, somebody has their eyes on us, and whether it's far away or it's close, they're watching us. They're checking to see if we are who we say we are. We may come across somebody who's an unbeliever, but they're looking to see what type of person we really are. So we have to be mindful of that. And I'm gonna run in here and check on my mail. See you guys in a bit. Hey guys, I'm back. I ended up getting my dad a card, and got him a card and a little gift to go in it. And so his birthday is next week, so I'm gonna get this mailed off. I'm a little late in getting it mailed out, but hopefully he'll at least get it by next week, sometime next week. His birthday is Tuesday. So yeah, but I was in the checking my mail in the P.O. box place, and the Holy Spirit said, go ahead and get that mailed out. So I'm gonna mail it to him, and I pray that he'll be 87. Yeah, he'll be 87 Tuesday. So that's a blessing to still be living this long. And he's such a wise man, and he's very caring, and he just loves everybody. So now that we're living in a different state than they are, I have to get used to this mailing stuff, because I used to could just take him out for lunch, and we have chit chats and talk about old days and old times. But now it's different. So I think last year before we left, me and him went out and had Waffle House, and that's one of our favorite places to eat. We had a nice brunch. We had a really good time, and then we were able to just talk, and we finished eating up early, and then we ended up staying in that place for about another hour because we were talking about everything. So that's just the type of relationship we had. We were real close, and but anyway, I'm gonna go in here and get this mailed, so I can get this mailed out to him. So hopefully, like I said, he probably won't receive it Tuesday, but he'll at least receive it by the end of next week. So all the still, hopefully he'll get it. So I'll be right back. I'm back everyone. So I got that taken care of, mailed his card and gift off, so hopefully he'll receive it, as I was stating, no later than either on his birthday or maybe Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So either way, he'll receive it, so as long as it's been mailed. But yeah, so I love buying gifts and doing things like that. I just love it, and I don't know, it feeds back into my soul when I can buy someone something or do something for somebody else. And a lot of times it's not even about buying, it's just time. And like I said, me and him we had a lot of good talks and heart-to-heart talks, and it was just really rewarding to do that. That's worth more than what, any cost of any gift. It's just time being spent with one another, family time. So yeah, so got that taken care of, and I'm on my way back home now because got a few things to take care of there. And other than that, I believe today is a pretty low-key day. I've had some pretty busy days this week, but today is not so busy, so I'm thankful. I can at least rest a little. So what are you all doing for this weekend? We don't have any big plans. I used to work with someone, and they would always say on a Friday, would ask everybody in the office, what are your plans? What are you all's plans for this weekend? And it wasn't anything wrong with that, but it was just like, gosh, sometimes you just don't have any plans. Sometimes you want to just rest. There's nothing wrong with doing things on the weekend, but this person would always ask the question, and she was looking for an answer. She wanted you to say something big, like we're going out of town, or we're doing this, doing that. And then I would just be honest and say, we're not doing anything. We're going to church on Sunday, and we may have a few errands on Saturday, but I'm planning to rest. I've been working all week, so I'm really not wanting to do anything big. But then she would ask the other people in the office, and they would give this whole rundown of from the time that they got off work till the time they would come back to work on Monday. And I would be thinking to myself, wow, when did you get to rest? But some people like busy. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just I guess I can't go that way. I would just prefer to just rest and not have anything to do sometimes, because like I said, sometimes God just wants us to rest. We don't have to be doing something all the time. I mean, unless we just have to. But I'm saying there's some people, they look for things to do because that's just how they are. They like to stay busy, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm the type of person, I'm a homebody, and I love a lot of times just being still. If I can watch me a good movie and in a nice little cozy spot in the house and got some good food to munch on or eat, I'm good. That's just how I am. But everybody's not like that. So that's okay. That's okay. We are all built differently. But I'm just stating, how I am. But anyway, that just came to my mind, how she would ask everybody on Friday, what their plans were, and then some people wouldn't even answer. They seemed like they were irritated by it. But I always, like I said, I would just say, yeah, I don't have any plans actually. And then she'd be like, oh, and so it would be funny. But anyway, we have those people on our jobs who are quite inquisitive of what everybody else is doing, and they like to know what everybody else is doing, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you can get real consumed with being concerned about what everybody's doing, and you're not paying attention to what you're doing. So you have to be mindful of that as well. But yeah, so this is my first vlog. I just wanted to trying something different. Share, place in my comments, what you think about this vlog, and if you even liked it or what you didn't like about it, and I may do some more of them. But I just like to, encourage others, and I like to be encouraged myself, and I like to just share what God has placed within me with others in the world. We're not to be what He's placed in us to keep to ourselves. We're supposed to be sharing it with others. So if I can be a blessing to somebody, I'll do it in a heartbeat. That's just the type of person I am. But I pray that everyone will have a blessed rest of your day, and that God will continue to encamp His holy angels around you and your family, and may He shine His holy light upon you all. And again, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I do upload new videos every day. Sometimes I don't do it all the time on the weekend, but most of the time I pretty much I upload a new video every day. And again, this is my first vlog, so reach out to me in the comments and tell me what you think about this vlog. And I'm just trying something new, and I pray that you were blessed by something I said. And have a great rest of your day. Thanks for listening. Oh, and I love you, but remember, God loves you more.